everyone, this will be an extremely short video on spheres. So here's a diagram of a sphere. A sphere is a set of all points equidistant from a certain center. So in this case, this is my arrow pointing to the center. I'll call this O, I guess. So these are the set of all points that are the same distance from this point right over here. And that's basically what defines a sphere. And, for spheres, we have a set of, volume and surface area formulas. And unlike before when I tell you, oh, you should not memorize this, you can just derive this during a test. If you are tested on these concepts, I would say that you should memorize these formulas. And that's mainly because I have little to offer you in terms of deriving these yourself and making it more instinctual without using calculus at all. So the volume formula for a circle is 4/3 pi r to the third power. And note that that is r to the third power, not r to the second power, unlike many of the other formulas we've seen. And surface area is equal to 4 pi r squared. And if that looks familiar, that's because that is exactly equal to the surface area, or just the area, of 4 circles. Why that is, there's an interesting video that I will link below. I would say that if you need these formulas for your studies, you would just have to memorize them, unfortunately, until you get into calculus, perhaps. Also, another side note, solid geometry. I would actually not worry too much about memorizing this. They're good to know. They're good to know. But I rarely have to use volume and surface area formulas for the simple fact that in most math competitions, and in most of your classes outside of geometry class, perhaps, you will rarely ever need to use these. And that's because AMC 8 and, math counts, they tend to prefer to use not solid geometry, but plane geometry. They tend to add like circles and squares and inscribed circles and inscribed angles and stuff like that. So you don't have to worry too much about these kinds of volume formulas. This is just good to know in general, though.